Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 1, Episode 7 of Stranger Things, titled Chapter 7, The Bathtub. So we start off with Mike, 11, and Dustin in his house. Mike and 11 have a nice intimate moment where they almost kiss, only for Dustin to come in and warn them that Lucas is on the radio. And Lucas is warning them about the bad men who's coming to get 11. Mike notices the power vans, and once he deduces from his mother that there is no work to be done at the house, he, 11, and Dustin flee, meeting up with Lucas as they're chased by these vans, Brenner and the vans. 11 proceeds to save their asses by flipping the van, which is awesome. Next is the reconciliate. They reconciliate. 11 apologizes for misleading them, and Dustin apologizes for, calling 11 a traitor. And Mike offers his hand, and they shake. Hopper and Joyce come to the police station, and they see that Jonathan is in handcuffs because he, punched a cop while he was trying to beat up Steve. They find Jonathan and Nancy's hunting stuff in the trunk, which forces them to explain what they've been doing. Joyce is kind of pissed at Jonathan for risking his life and Nancy's life. They're interrupted when Troy comes in with his mother to make a police report about how 11 broke his arm. Powell and the other dude, Callahan, don't really believe him because, who would believe that someone's arm was broken by telekinetic powers? Hopper does, and he finds out that she's with the boy. She's with the boys. So they need to contact him, and Jonathan realizes that they can use Willow's walkie-talkie. So they send in Nancy first, and they're mistrustful, thinking she might be compromised by the bad men. They only answer back when Hopper comes on. I'm sorry. They know. I get it. There's a different hierarchy between police chief and government agents, but still, are we sure we can trust if I'm in their shoes, I'm thinking I'm trusting Hopper a lot less than I'm trusting Nancy. But whatever. They reveal where they are. Meanwhile, Connie Fraser, Martin Brenner have interrogated Mike's parents. And they basically picked up the trail to where Mike and them are hidden. And they get there right at the same time as Hopper does, who proceeds to beat up one of them and take the kids to Joyce's house. Where they all basically, explain everything that's been going on and everything kind of off camera. And they're trying to get 11 to figure out if she can find Barb and Will, and she can't. But she goes to clean up in the bathroom, and she realizes they can make a sensory deprivation tank or whatever. So, Dustin calls Mr. Clark, who is in the middle of a date or whatever with his girlfriend, and to his credit, he does answer Dustin's questions. They realize they're going to need a shit ton of salt, so they break into Hawkins Middle School, where we get a nice little conversation between Mike and Nancy, where they promise not to lie to each other. And they follow up this warm, heartfelt declaration by proceeding to lie to each other about how they both do not have feelings for Jonathan and or 11. So they get the sensory deprivation tank set up, and 11 finds Barb's corpse and finds Will and gives him a message from Joyce. Joyce and Hopper proceed to go rescue Will at the lab, only to get caught immediately, while Jonathan and Nancy decide that they're gonna lure the Demogorgon away. Basically, I'm guessing, you know, they're just leaving the kids alone because fuck the kids. It ends with Will singing, should I stay or should I go? Before getting seemingly attacked by the Demogorgon. I will say this. I love that Will looks like shit. He looks like he has been surviving for like a week or whatever in hell on earth. Yeah. So also, oh damn, I forgot to mention Steve. So Steve has gotten the asshole beaten out of him. Not like so now he's feeling kind of remorseful, you know. He's defending Jonathan against the jokes about how, from Tommy and whatever, about how he killed Will, and then he proceeds to help clean up the graffiti that they sprayed about Nancy at the movie theater. So that's nice, you know. Sometimes it takes an ass whooping to get some character development into you. I loved the reconciliation of the gang. I swear to God, though, I hate Ted. The guy seems like a dick. Like, he kind of seems like if you met him in real life, he'd be okay for like maybe 5 minutes, but after that, you'd be like, oh man, this guy's a dick. I wonder, I have seen this show, but for the life of me, I can't remember exactly how Hopper and Joyce get out of this. So, yeah, I don't know. And I do know the Demogorgon ends up attacking up the school, so I think that means Nancy and Jonathan fail, so see how that goes. Overall, I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.